Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to an edition of Coldborough Farm. I almost forgot the name of the farm there, jeez. Alright, what got going on today? As you can see, I got the New Holland here. I'm just gonna hop inside of him. And, yep, I do have the park and brake off. I just had to double check there. So what we're gonna do today is gonna go ahead and sell, and drive through cows apparently. I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of our, let's just lower this bucket down. I can't get out that way. I have to go out the other way. If that's not the most Canadian thing you ever heard being said, gotta go out the other way. Well, that's what Hitman would say, probably. Alright, so we're going to head back to our farm and go ahead and sell some of our grains. So this is going to be kind of a funny scenario for me because I don't normally sell grains in this particular manner. But we'll do it because I don't normally do it. So we're going to head back to their farm. Let me just get a view here. And it's funny, every time I drive back and forth between these two farms, people keep telling me that you have to drive on the right side of the road, which apparently is this side. Which is true. It is this side in England, so it's just really strange for me because in Canada we don't drive on this side of the road, so because there's no traffic, because I turn the traffic off in this map because it's the way I tend to play, I end up running into traffic a lot, and it just makes my life... It just makes it less enjoyable to play without traffic on, so what I do is I usually take the traffic off, and that's the reason why. But sometimes it makes it easy to forget which side of the road you're supposed to be driving on, so it works both ways. Like when so a British person, when they play on a American map, it's the same thing for them. They have the opposite scenario though. Alright, so we need... What do we need? Let's go here. I think we have... Actually, let's check to see. Our bucket might actually do it now. Oh, it does. Good. And how much does it hold? Only that much? I think we might have a front loader bucket that holds more, but... I have a feel... No. The one I have is definitely not for these small things. It's definitely for a huge, huge truck. Alright, so let's grab the... let's grab another OEB weight here. A little bit of weight on the back of the... Oops, that's the wrong thing. On the back of the New Holland wouldn't hurt, because I don't know how much I can actually hold. Let's go down here. Reset. Yes, good. Okay. Alright, and that'll be down around here. And it'll be sitting right there. Perfect. So this way, if we need more weight, we can always adjust it. That's always the nice thing about this OEB weight. Like, if you need more weight, you can easily just adjust it depending on the scenario. Like, some things aren't too bad to pick up, and other things are really, really, really heavy. So, for example, silage is really, really heavy. It's crazy. I remember the very first time I picked up silage in this game, I was like, oh, that's extremely heavy in this game. Did not expect that. So, it's kind of interesting to see the way things work out. I want the Steyr. Let's fire this guy up. And get him out of the way. So, we want to just move him out of the way for the time being, just so that we can get the other tractor right in there. And apparently, someone was saying in the comments the other day that apparently this particular area is nothing in comparison to what it's like on Killian, I think the map is called. Apparently on that map it's really, really, really a very tight yard, which I am not used to just because I tend not to play on maps like this, so that should be good. I tend not to play on maps like this, so it's really strange when you get into a situation like this, so... I think that's full, or is it not full? I cannot tell. Oh, it is. Okay. That's the one problem I'm going to run into with this, because I can't tell. I don't think it says inside, and I have no idea why it would say how full it is on the inside, but it could say that. Alright, so of course the reason why we got the weight is just for the counterbalance here. Would this be easier in cab or out of cab? I don't know. I don't think it would make a difference. Not for me, at least. Excellent. Cool. Yeah, apparently this is what they do. Something like this in England. I don't know how common it is, but this is apparently how they get rid of the grain. I don't know, if I compare this to the way it would be like in Canada, this would be like the most inefficient way possible in Canada. And probably in a lot of US, in a lot of big, like, could you imagine, like, because you have to keep in mind, like, how big some of the farms are in Canada and the United States. So this is very inefficient to do something like this. So, like, they wouldn't be able to use, like, conveyor belt. Well, I guess they could use some conveyor belts, but it's just not, it wouldn't be, yeah, because, like, the amount of grain you're moving is just, like, just a massive amount. So doing something like this would just take forever. So probably in the end, what they would probably do is something along the lines of, they would probably use an auger system of some sort, I would imagine. So, actually, the other day I saw a really cool video. Thinking of that, they were taking grain out of a silo, and it was the last little bit of grain, and they were showing it. It was like in a stop motion or like a speed up type scenario. So they were showing what it looked like when, how long it took to unload, and what they were doing with the auger to unload it. It was pretty interesting. Because I don't know if people know this, but in the bottom of a silo, many, I'm not sure if all, but let's say many silos have like a little auger that goes around the outside of the, goes in a circle essentially. So what happens is that all the grain gets collected down there, and the auger basically pulls the grain into the middle, which is where the unloading point is. So it kind of unloads into like a conveyor belt system or an auger system underneath it, and that's how you unload. It's kind of cool. It's cool to watch actually. So I don't know. I forget who linked that video now. I think it was Brian Scott on Twitter actually, also known as the Farmer's Life on Twitter, I believe he is. So yeah, I think it was he who linked the video, and I watched it when I was at work, and I thought it was like kind of a pretty cool video actually. It's going to go in cab for a bit here. It was a really nifty little video because it's not something I see every day, but it was a nice little addition actually. I thought it was kind of a cool little way of showing it, because a lot of people don't see what the inside of a silo looks like and how it gets unloaded. So I thought it was pretty interesting actually. Excellent. One of the weird things about those Marshall trailers, I don't know if people actually realize this or not, but I'll show you in a second. What actually happens is, there's a certain collision point. There's a certain collision point in the trailer itself. So what happens is, I can't actually put down the bucket any further because it actually collides with an invisible barrier. Here, I'll show you in a second here. So, see how I'm colliding with so that's me colliding with it, but there's actually nothing there, but there's like an invisible barrier. So that was one of the things Dirt Tybers didn't like about some trailers, because what happened was he wasn't able to actually put logs in them, which is kind of strange when you think about it. So, but that was the problem he ran into, because there's like an invisible barrier there. So some modders actually took that out, so you could put logs in there. Did I not get a full load there? I can't even tell. It looks full. So some modders actually changed it so you could put logs in there. I don't know how that adjusted it though. So, alright, let's get this lined up properly here. It's funny, I still need to find a good place for this microphone, because right now, where it is right now, it's like, it's doable, but the problem I'm going to run into is I'm going to hit it. I've already hit it a couple times. I don't know if you noticed that or not with my hand as I'm turning my steering wheel. So I apologize if you have heard that already. I am call this a work in progress, so to speak. And it's kind of funny because I can't get all vigorous with the steering wheel. Whoa, what the heck? That was weird. There's like an invisible ledge there or something. Alright, so we should be coming up to I don't know, actually this holds 20,000 liters, and I don't know how many times we've done this, 10 times maybe. So maybe this is the, I don't think it's full, but I have to think about that now. But I've seen more than one video of who is it? Scottish gaming guys do stuff like this. This is I think it's the first time I ever recorded me doing this. Maybe the first time. I don't know. It's not too bad, but once in a while I don't mind doing it. But if I were playing on this map long term, I definitely wouldn't. Just because it's not my style particularly, but yeah, try it out once in a while and see how things go. It's not the end of the world if you don't like it. But it is kind of cool. It's cool, but it also shows how terrible I am at using the front loader, so... Just in this particular scenario. One sec, coffee break. God, I love coffee. Alright, so yeah, so now I'm actually getting a bit better now, so I can actually taste the coffee again. Oh, that was painful. Drinking coffee when you're sick, because in my case I know I need to drink coffee, because if I don't, what will happen is I'll get a headache, which is not fun. So you drink it when you're sick, but you really can't taste the coffee because your nose is usually plugged up with something, so... Anyhow, enough about being sick. The Ottawa Farm Show is today. Pretty excited about that. That's going to be pretty awesome, actually. So what I'll do, I'm going to go out there today. So today's what, March the 11th. So I'm going to go to the Ottawa Farm Show there and take some video of what some of the tractors I see there, and I'll hopefully get into a few tractors. Apparently, what was the tractor they have at the show? They have, I think they have a Lagoon Agitator tractor type thing. I'm not even sure what to call it. The Lagoon, Slurry Lagoon Agitator buggy. It kind of looks like a little bit. So they have one of those there. I think it's actually outside this year, so it should be interesting. So I'll try and take a picture of that. It's really it's a really strange looking machine, but it's supposedly pretty good. I don't know specifically because I don't know many farmers who have a slurry lagoon that needs agitating, but apparently it's a very good piece of machinery as far as I know. It's so funny when you're in cab, you feel like you just hit a brick wall when you try and get into that. I don't think it would work that same way in real life, but alright, now how full is this? This might be the last load. Let's find out. Yeah, I guess that's kind of helpful there. Let's see, is this the last load? I can't even tell. Let's bring the HUD back up. Probably not. Ah, that's close enough. Perfect. I haven't even sold anything on this map, so I have no idea where the sell points are. Oh, that's fairly easy, I guess, then. Alright, let's go sell some wheat. Yes. Phew. I was like, I think this is wheat. And we're heading the wrong direction already. That didn't take long. Is that the right? Yeah, that's right. Good. Phew. Alright, so this is kind of a... I really should have used another tractor, because this tractor is probably not meant for this, but... This is where the JCB Fast Track comes into play, because they're nice and quick on the roads. I don't know if you'd really want to go that quickly, though, with a load of grain in a type of container like this, in reality, because the grain would probably spill all over the place, I would suspect. I don't know how... I'm not sure if this is a common thing. If this is a common thing where you sell grain like this, that would be kind of interesting. Alright, so we want to head south. So, we want to go this way. And we want to go down here somewhere. I think this is the right road. And we want to head west. It's funny, some people have asked me what are the directions on, how do you know which direction you're heading on the map? So for course play stuff, like how do you know which direction is which? So here's your crash course once again. I've said this a couple times now. The top of the map up here, that would be north. This would be east over here. That would be south down there, and that would be west. So, or alternatively, you could get a compass, like I have a compass mod that just shows you which direction you're heading in, and like now it's showing that I'm heading southwest. So you could easily do the same thing, should you choose to. I think this is the right way. Ooh, what's that over there? That must be for sugar beets, I imagine. That's what I'm guessing, at least. We might even have some sugar beets. Yeah, that's definitely for sugar beets. I think we're heading in the right direction still. Yes, good. One of the strange things, though, is like on this map, like this road doesn't look like as if it's a road on the map itself, so it's kind of strange. And I think, yeah, there's a sell point down there, so. But it's really strange how that works out. I've had the last couple days, I've had the worst luck for uploading videos. Like I would start an upload and my internet would go down, or I would start an upload and my computer would shut down because it needs to update something. It was terrible. So the reason why you've gotten a couple 2013 videos is because I haven't been able to upload any new videos yet. And because I was sick, I didn't record anything new. So there we go. Let's sell some wheat. How much do we get for this? Probably a fair amount, considering this is on easy, I believe. Oh yeah, a lot more than I anticipated, actually. Yeah, a lot more. Holy cow. Okie doke. Excellent. So, as I mentioned in the previous episode, we're only going to do about, this is going to be the last episode on Coldborough Farm. Not because I don't want to play on it, just because I want to track out some other maps too. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and play on. I think what I might do is I'll keep Antical a long series, and I'll keep Manchester a relatively long series. But if I have another map in the mix, like Coldborough, for example, I'll do like 10 episodes, a bit less. So maybe 5 or 10 episodes, depending on how much I'm enjoying the map. Like I'll still keep the save file, but I won't play on it nearly as much. What's up that over there? Let's go check. I think this is just a little area. Is this another farm, perhaps? Look at that, even a little driveway and everything for an old cobblestone house, I guess that would be. I'm not sure. Would that be a cobblestone house? I don't know. I'm not sure you would even call that in Britain. I'm strangely reminded of Monty Python right now, where they go up to the castle and he's like, "I'm Arthur, King of the Britons," and then the French guy's like, "The Britons?" It's funny. If you haven't seen it, I definitely suggest checking it out, because it is pretty funny. But it is a bit strange for some people. If you've never seen any of Monty Python, it would seem extremely odd. Yeah, there's a ton of fields on this map. You don't realize how many there are until you kind of just until you drive around a little bit, but there's a lot of fields on this map. You could probably spend a lot of time going from field to field. And it seems like, interesting enough, it seems like on this particular type of map, what might actually be really beneficial is having that folding header, because then you never need to take it off, you just go from field to field, which would probably be way more efficient than... It would probably be way more efficient than... oh, where am I going? Oh well, going for a drive, I guess. It would be way more efficient than taking the header off every time and getting a new one. Or putting it on the trailer and doing that. Nice little town over here, sweet. I don't know if we can actually get back to the farm this way, but it's a nice little drive, so I don't mind. Yeah. It's funny, some maps are really rough on your computer. Like, no matter how fast your computer is, it still seems to do a number. Like, I'm pretty sure you can cut down most of these trees here. Like, I'm not even gonna try, but I'm pretty sure you could cut down the majority of these trees. This is a nice little road, actually. But it doesn't seem like it's necessary a lot of the time. So look at that, nice. This is why I really like this map. There's the Coldborough Woods. Let's take a quick little jaunt through there. Go for a walk through the woods. Yeah, look at this. This is awesome. Golly trees. I don't know if you can cut down. No, these pine trees. It looks like you can't cut down, but these fir trees, of course, you can. So, but yeah, I really like that. The forestry section is pretty cool on this map because it does have like this separated area. It's a little hilly and stuff like that. So you kind of need to choose your equipment wisely, because for if you try and use a Scorpion in there, it might be a little rough, I think. Doable, maybe, but a bit rough, because I don't know if it's something that you would necessarily want to do on this particular map, just because this map's kind of a big but kind of a small map at the same time. It's really strange. Is this going to go all the way around? Well, it looks like it will. Alright, that's fine. Take a little jaunt around here. Or not. Alright, so that's the dead end. If you want to drive out into the sunset, that's where you would do it, I guess. I don't know what happens if you drive past there. Probably nothing. Nothing until you get to the end. There you go. You can drive off into the sunset. I don't think you can go anywhere past that. Oh no, you can. Anyways, that's what Google Maps will do. They texture on the ground, so it gives that perspective of, if you come up here and look out there, it looks like it's just going forever, but you can see the little lines there. So anyways, folks, that will be the last episode of Coldborough. I'll keep the map so we can always do a live stream on it at some point in the future, but for now, this will be the last episode of the Let's Play. And my name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Coldborough Farm. Catch you guys later.